Hello and welcome to Shadowverse News. We're going to be looking at all of the news for Shadowverse lately and go over pretty much everything that's been released or been announced or anything of the sort for this video. So first off, of course, the big one, the new expansion. That is absolutely huge. There's nothing more to say about it really. It's just awesome that we're getting such a cool expansion. I mean, Dawnbreak Nightedge, pretty cool name, pretty cool art. Don't mind that so far. We did get a couple of cards announced alongside the trailer, which of course being Vania rework, which was leaked prior, so we did have an idea about that. And a new Dragon Silver card, which is pretty interesting. It's a follower that can give you a choice of a couple of different spells. But we will take an in-depth look at those cards in another video, along with the recently announced IGN cards. There is 3 of them, the Other Blood Legendary, and just a couple of other smaller cards, one for Dragon and one for Portal. We will be looking at all those cards. I will have them on screen here for you guys so you can at least see what they look like and what they may do. But again, we will be looking more in depth at those in another video when I kind of go and review and look at what cards are coming up. So on top of that, we obviously have the release date being the 29th of the 3rd if you are in Japan or say Australia, whereas I think America will be the 28th based on time zone. Then of course we also have the leader cards that will be in this one, being Forest and Haven. We have Fairy Princess and Moon, which is going to be awesome. Again, those will be on screen so you can see those. We don't actually have what the new art will look like or anything like that, but we know those will be the cards that will be in this set to aim for your leaders. It'll be pretty cool to get. Also, we got the announcement of the Destiny mechanic or Choice mechanic, as depending on translation you're looking at. We'll have a quick little video of that go up and show you how that works. Obviously, being able to pick from what you're playing, so in Vania's case you play Vania, you then get to pick what options you want from that, and you get different effects depending on the outcome, which is pretty standard if you have seen choice mechanics before, but it should add a nice layer of complexity to the game. We also have, of course, the trailer that was dropped, which was amazing. Of course, I'll have that going here for you guys. It's pretty epic. There's lots of awesome voiceover, a couple of nice switches between male and female for just some added depth, and shows us a lot of cool cards that could be in this expansion or will be in this expansion. Of course, I'll also be having a trailer breakdown video where we'll go over what cards I can find in the trailer and what they relate to in terms of class or craft, and take a look at those. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So now that we have the biggest of the news out of the way, we're going to look at some of the smaller news. We have the March 8th maintenance update. We have some of the stuff that's going to be happening with that. We don't know what might be nerfed or changed yet, but we do have information on what they'll be bringing to the table. So we've got new main story chapters. That'll be pretty cool. We've also, of course, got rewording for some card text. Not too much really in the way of that. I did take a look at them and they're only really changing the wording to make it more clarified, so we won't have to really worry about any kind of changes to those cards other than just better wording. Then we've got a new option to include animated cards first when using a deck code. Probably my favorite feature of this update, being able to have it set up so that you get all those animated cards should be great. Instead of having to constantly sift through and alter your deck to have your animates in them when you're using a deck code. Then we have change to timing at which end of turn notification appears during multiplayer battles. So I think this is in relation to when the animation starts, at least from what I could get from the details. I will have it on screen so you can read exactly what they've said. But in my understanding, you know when the little circle is flashing and that counts down, I believe that that will be changed to be 20 seconds instead of 15 seconds. So instead of knowing your turn's gonna end soon at like 15 seconds, you've only got 15 seconds to make a move. Now it'll be at 20, so you can make that move in a better way. Of course, the restoration of the ability to reconnect during private take-two matches. This will be awesome because it means if you are playing against a friend in a take-two match, or say maybe tournaments, although DQing in tournaments is usually against the rules and will get you a match loss. So in this case, being able to restore the connection, pretty good option. I mean, it should be a built-in option to every card game. I think if you drop from a game, it shouldn't be an instant loss. You should at least have a time frame where you can rejoin if it was just a connection error, which really good to see that that's being implemented for the Take-Two games in private matches. Now, the bigger news for this update is the new Grand Prix feature and the new Seer Globe Shard items. I'll be going over these in depth in another video, but basically this is a new tournament feature that's in game. I'll give all the details to that in a future video. It will be very, very soon. I'm going to basically go over every feature for that, so make sure to stay tuned to look out for that. As for the globe shards, basically it's a new currency that will allow you to get globes more effectively, and I think that's going to be really heavily tied to the Grand Prix. So make sure to keep out an eye for those as they're coming very, very, very soon. Also in the news today, we've got the tie-in event, which if you've been playing Shadowverse, you would have either already completed or you know about. If not, this is a tie-in for, I believe, a movie that's coming out or something along those lines, which looked fairly interesting, but for the most part you're just getting a emblem and a sleeve representing the movie, which is always nice. So if you are a collector and you want to get those, make sure to log in today because there is only so many days left. This does end on March 8th, 12 PM PT, so keep an eye out for that. I think that does leave you 6 days, maybe 5-ish days. So you can go from day 1 to day 5 all the way through if you're logging in every day. You'll also get, between day 2 and day 4, you've got Chronos packs. So you get 3 Chrono packs. You also get the emblem and the sleeve if you log in all those 5 days. So that's really nice if you are after those sort of items. I myself have already got them and they're pretty cool at least to have. So make sure to keep an eye out for that one. Following on from that, we have new Master Score flares that are being out. So previously, you were getting Master Score ranking champion, 2nd place and 3rd place if you ranked in the top 3 of all players, which is pretty crazy. Now it's being changed so that you can rank in the top 3 in both unlimited and rotation, and they've got special flares for each of those that will have rotation and unlimited labeled on them, as you see on screen. It's going to be pretty awesome to have these if you are that good of a player, and it would be awesome to see some of the English community being able to hit those ideas and get those flares, because it would be really cool to have that representation for the West. So make sure to go on Ladder Hard and try and get those this kind of month and any time forward really. I think it's going to be pretty permanent from now on that you can earn these flares every single season. So the last bit of news we have today is the Master Score rewards for Season 19 have been distributed. We have rotation players and unlimited players in the top 1,000 getting 1 Seer Globe, 20 upcoming packs, and 5,000 vials, which should be really nice. If any of you guys were in that range, you should have already got those in your crate. If you didn't, of course, that means you weren't in that range. There is also the 1,000 to 10,000 player range, where you get 10 upcoming card packs and 2,050 vials, which are both for rotation and unlimited as well. So if you can score good in both and get those top, I believe you do get double the rewards, which means you should be able to stay in the top 1,000 in both unlimited and rotation, be able to get 40 card packs, 10,000 vials, and 2 Seers Globes, which would be absolutely crazy. And if you are in the top 1,000 to 10,000 and you manage to do that in both, you can get the 10 upcoming card packs and 5,000 vials, which is awesome. So make sure to hit Ladder Hard if you want those rewards, because they are awesome and they are in every 2nd and 3rd month of a expansion. We don't usually have rewards in the 1st month, so do keep that in mind for the next expansion. And this month, go hard if you want those free packs, because it's really good when you're getting 20 free packs just from scoring high in one format. And if you can do both, absolutely crazy. So make sure to check that out. So that is going to round out this Shadowverse news. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more, and hopefully this will be a regular thing that you guys can check out and get all your news in one place. Till next time, see ya.